Generation Gaming Show with Viral Sanpakto here and
Sunshine, Mexico.
hey,
And before we start, Varos Unboxed was having webcam issues, and we don't know exactly what's going on. Well, we do know what's going on, but we don't know how to fix it. Is what I meant.
yeah,
So
so
I hear
might
the
have to
stream.
solve that later. What's up?
I heard the stream. I think through you.
I turned it down.
Ah, now let me do this. Save that.
Well, we got some good subjects for you guys today.
Yes. First, I'm gonna start. But this is what we're gonna be talking about. I'm gonna talk about presentable liberty and explodable money, which is the same game, I guess. But they're the same. It's the same like story, but they're both different kinds of game. And you are gonna talk about. You're gonna talk about. And
I'm
hey,
going to talk about The Division and then Star Citizen.
yeah. All right. So first off, I was talking to one of my friends, Sim Spencer, but that's all I'm gonna say. And you remember? I'm pretty sure you remember Spencer.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. While I was talking to him, I remembered a game called Presentable Liberty. That game, as I'm gonna pull up the video right now. Boop. Give it a sec. It's gonna be very trippy on the screen. This game plays for Markiplier, by the way, just for anyone that's on the screen who's watching. So the game takes place. You're in a prison, and you don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know. I don't think you know exactly what's going on from the get go. But the point is, you receive letters from a few people, and one's your friend, one's some chick, one's some happy guy, and then one's from someone called Doctor Money.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the game is how they tell you what's going on through these letters while you're stuck in this jail. As throughout the game, there's a disease, and it's killing so many people. Like 98 or 97% of the world is just dead now. And there's you, your friend, that random girl, that happy guy, I'm forgetting his name, and Dr. Money are still alive, that you know of. And you keep on getting these letters, hearing about how everything's going. It gets sadder and sadder, and and like Markiplier goes through these phases. Like he's like all happy and stuff at the beginning. It's like, oh, I'm getting all these things, and then suddenly his personality just changes. It's a drastic change. Like he cares about people that he does not know if they're real in the game or not, and maybe he's just getting letters from Doctor Money.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, your friend Salvador, is his name, goes on a trip, gives you a desk, like he sends you like the four legs, then the part of the desk for your jail cell, and he's like, I'm coming back home. Him not knowing what's going on in the world because he traveled, and he's like, do you know what's going on? There's a bunch of dead people here. I hope you're still alive. I'm pretty sure you're alive because you're stuck in jail. And he's just confused. He doesn't know what's going on. But then he learned about the disease.
Yeah.
And is that? I feel like the video capture is being kind of slow right now for some reason, and don't know why.
It's kind of glitchy, a little bit.
Let me. Yeah, is it better now? I have no idea. But then you get the girl you get letters from is named Charlotte, and she lives like right next to the prison you're in, and she's mailing you letters. And as you see it here on the screen, the video, you're getting letters from Charlotte, and she starts talking about like how it's sad that all this is happening, and how she really wants to see you, and how she's missing company of people, how all her baked goods are just stale now because no one has bought them, because it's literally five people in the world that are still alive. Then the Smiley Man, he goes through hell. Um, you learn this later on, but he's hired to send you letters to make you happy, to lower the suicide rates in the jail you're in, or in the prison you're in.
Yeah.
And you learn that his daughter was kidnapped by Dr. Money, and that he had to sell his organs to get you this game device that Dr. Money sells that's super expensive.
Yep.
And you hear him just being like, you hear him just get sadder and sadder how he's like, and it's just, throughout the letters you get, it's like, you see him go crazy. Like legit just crazy. Yeah, and at the end, he loses his house. He plans on selling all his body parts to buy you one last game to make you happy. And that's it. You don't hear from him anymore. Because he's dead now.
That's wow. Okay.
Yeah. And you're all in the prison. You can't reply to the letters. You just receive
What?
them. You just receive them. So imagine you're like, oh, I can't wait to get out. And you're going through all this. People are dying around you. You get letters from your friend. You get letters from this girl that really wants to see you. And you get letters from Dr. Money. And I'll explain Dr. Money's thing on the other game, Explodable Liberty. Explodable Money. And the happy guy, he's dead. And your friend, he comes back, and as I said, he's like, yeah, I'm here to save you, and I'm everything. This is actually not a prison. It was transformed to become a prison. And you and everything, all the doors are powered by electricity. So he goes to destroy the generator, and you find out by a letter from Dr. Money, he's dead. He got electrocuted to death. Your friend's dead now. And and you actually find this out for Charlotte early on, but I'm actually going to surprise you here. So you find out that something happens to Charlotte, but I'm not going to say what. And Dr. Money, after the generator gets destroyed, you can escape, but Dr. Money's like, no, you got to stay here. You'll be healthy, you'll be alive if you stay in this jail, so you cannot leave. Do not open the door. And you open the door, you find out you were actually in the elevator of the building. You go all the way down, you walk out, to the right of you is the bakery shop of Charlotte.
Yep.
You go in there, and there's blood splatter everywhere. Charlotte killed herself.
What the hell?
She was depressed. She got sad that there was no one else there, and that she really wanted to see you, but figured she was never going to see you. And I'll see if I can find the specific part where when you're in the bakery. Yeah, you'll see it in a bit, where you're walking towards the bakery and there's just blood splatter everywhere. And there's just a cake left. And she's dead. And
That's brutal.
And it's like, I'm like, oh my god, wow. This game, when I didn't play it, I only saw Markiplier play it, and watching this, it just hit me in a certain way, like, oh my fucking god. Like, I could not stop thinking about this game for like a whole 2 weeks. Like, damn, that was depressing. Holy shit. And you don't ever hear about Dr. Money again. And that's Presentable Liberty. It's like, and also one of the things that really got me was how Markiplier, his things changed. Like, he was freaking out, and it's like you get a letter from Charlotte saying, "Oh, I found like this I forget one of those old what are they called? Like, you know how in cartoons there's like this little thing that plays vinyls, and it's like a record player. She found that, plays the music, and you hear it, and he's like excited that he gets to hear it. Then it stops, and you got a letter saying, "Yeah, I played the music extra loud to see if you could hear it. I don't know if you heard it or not."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I." And it's like you see him go like he legit kind of goes crazy. It's like, I did hear it, Charlie. I did hear it. I wish I could tell you, but I can't because for some reason I can't see the letters. But I received the letters. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wow. Then finding out your friend's dead, your Charlotte's dead. It's you and Dr. Money that are alive now. That's just like, what the fuck? All right. And that's presentable liberty.
Yeah.
Exportable. This is the exportable money here, which is basically a cookie clicker kind of game. As in, you just make money, 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 and you upgrade and more money. And that game, I thought when I first watched the video, you play it as Doctor Money, but no, you play as some other guy that you have no idea who it is at all, and you get letters from Doctor Money, and you figure out in one of the letters you get it says like, oh, in this letter there was a virus, and the only way to get cure of the virus is to buy the cure, and that's all your money at that time. So you buy it, and then after a while, after upgrading a few times again, Dr. Money sends you another letter saying, "Hey, the cure did not actually work the way it was supposed to,
Yeah.
and the only way to fix it is by getting organs. So you upgrade your machine, organs start spattering out. Um, let me advance let me advance a bit more into the video here. You see like brains and hearts and other things just spattering out of the thing, more and more money. And you figure out that Dr. Money is just a complete dick. Obviously. And Dr. Money made a virus for him to make a cure, sell the cure at a ridiculous price, and then oh shit, the cure doesn't work. I need more money for and like he has this organ thing. He sells organs and transplants and stuff, and you spend money for that, and that's again all your money. And Dr. Money is doing this just for money. And you're like, holy shit, this guy, he killed everyone besides, the guy in Presentable Liberty.
Yeah.
And when I heard this game and the letters and all that, I was like, wow, this holy fuck, Dr. Money's an asshole. He's a huge asshole. Whoa, shit. Like it sucked to be there. It sucked to be that guy in Presentable Liberty. And it also sucked to fucking get a virus that you buy the cure of all your money. You end up finding out it's not working. You go get organs and you find out, oh, and the thing with the organs though, they fail after a few hours of use.
Yeah.
So people died because of that as well. And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. Nope, dead. It's like, wow. That shit got dark super quickly. And that's Presentable Liberty and Explodable Money.
So,
Very dark, lonely, holy fucking games.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it fucked me up for a while. It fucked me up.
Sounds kind of fun though.
I guess.
I mean, it's not my kind of thing, but hey.
Yeah, and it's your turn now, basically.
Well, I ended up searching for some new stuff.
Which one are you gonna talk about first?
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the Division and its current beta. The beta was extended about 24 hours recently, and now it's going to last until about February 2nd. It'll end on Tuesday, February 2nd, and the beta has been kind of glitchy, if I say. It's been really, really, really buggy. I mean, there's people constantly going off about bugs in it, but that's why they're pretty much doing it. But
Yeah.
even with the beta, it's January, and they say they want to release the game in April. Not April.
Who sent this link?
It was March 8th.
Did you send the link?
I sent you a link for a Dark Souls thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'll open that up right now then.
Division, it's beta. It's really good, but it's very buggy. So
Well, it is Ubisoft, and
Sure, but-
it's buggy.
yeah, they always have bugs in their games. A lot of bugs, really game-breaking bugs. But still, the game is pretty good.
Yeah, I've
Um,
only. Oh, go on.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah.
Mm.
That beta is really kind of meh, but it's really cool. It's just a closed multiplayer beta. You had to opt in email and all this to try and get in.
Or pre-order. I'm pretty sure pre-orders got you the beta as well.
Yeah, no, definitely would have if I knew I could actually play it. I don't know if my computer can't handle it. I think the specs for the Division.
Didn't we look up the specs on the last? But it's not. You don't have that recording.
Yes. Let's see what the specs are, guys, because I know I can't run it.
I probably can't either.
Minimum requirements is a Core i5 2400.1 gigahertz processor from Intel or AMD. You have to have an FX61 AMD AP3 Plus socketed CPU. Or for the NVIDIA GPU, you would have to have a GTX 560, and a AMD GPU, you would have to have a Radeon HD 7770. The RAM, you'd have to have at least 6 gigabytes. It has to be running on a Windows 7 64-bit or up. It has to be 64-bit at the minimum, so like you can only run Windows 7 64-bit, Windows 8 or 10.
I pulled it up here on my main screen.
It's going to be a 40 gigabyte download, so it's kind of the average now. That's about it for Division and all that I've seen come up for it, but it looks promising. But it's a Ubisoft game, so
Like I hear Ubisoft is trying to become better, and that's because Assassin's Creed Syndicate is actually really good, apparently.
it's okay. I've seen some bad things about it too, normal bad things that they have in their Assassin's Creed, and
I don't
But-
follow the Assassin's Creed, so I kind of wouldn't know.
they just have a lot of bad bugs. That pisses a lot of people off. Yeah. So, Star Citizen. I've played it. I have an account and everything, and I've been flying in a couple ships. It's really good, even in its alpha state. It's you got to have a really powerful computer first off to really actually play it. I mean, more powerful than you would for the Division. Star Citizen is going to be like a really massive universal playing MMO styled game where you just go anywhere at any time you want without loading screens. There's supposed to be no loading screens. It's just transitioning from planet side to space, from space down to little bunkers on a planet where you can just go on to the through the atmosphere. I mean, and land on the planet whichever way you want in some barren area or on a base, depending on if it's a populated planet or not. Yeah, right now they just had the FreeFly 2.1.2 patch come out, which fixed some slight bugs. I mean, they weren't really bad. There's not a whole lot of bugs other than, excuse me, some of the ships having collision issues, which I've noticed in my own ships. It's not bad, but it's in an alpha state still, and it's not supposed to come. And not the game isn't supposed to fully release till much later this year. They're expecting probably fall or winter, and that's also going to be the time when Squadron 42 is going to be releasing. And the latest news that came from the 2.1.2 patch was that they're thinking of making Squadron 42, which is the campaign for Star Citizen. They're thinking of separating it so that if you want just Star Citizen without the campaign, you can get it that way, but you can also get it with it. Or you can just get the Squadron 42, whichever way you want.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, they have a combo thing going on right now for a bundle for a cheaper price, but then again, earlier backers would get Star Citizen and Squadron 42 no matter what. So, if you've already backed Star Citizen, you're good. But if you
Time machine.
Yeah, but if you want to get into it, you might want to do it soon. Otherwise, it's going to be a little too late, and you're not going to get all the cool benefits you would get now.
Yeah.
Another thing they're doing with this patch is they are ending the Xeon Scout sale ending, or the sale for the Xeon Scout is ending. So it's a $150 standalone ship. It's a fighter, but you might want to get it soon. Otherwise, that's going to be going away too. They're taking a lot of the ships out. So I'm betting when the game fully releases, they're going to bring some of these ships back, but take away some of the cool aspects that you would get now, like some of the upgrades. As there's multiple different versions of same ships that have either transportation, cargo, fighting, or speed abilities. It just depends on what you're looking at. about it for Star Citizen. Oh, I should look up the specs too for you guys. Find that. Send it to you, Juan.
Yep. Okay. So right now we're gonna change the topic down to those Dark Soul 3 pictures you sent.
Yeah.
And oh,
Dark
not
Souls
sure.
3. Get onto that next.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna look at these pictures. So let's look. I'm gonna. It's a slideshow. Let's look at these pictures.
Yeah.
I've only played the first Dark Souls only for like a few hours, so I'm not huge
Yeah.
into Dark Souls, but I do love the game.
It is a great series.
It is. These pictures are looking good.
Yeah. Star Citizen system requirements. It's going to be a little bit more than for sure what the Division would require, but it still is a very beautiful and well-running game, even in its alpha state.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there's this guy here. Now,
There's those specs, so you can show it off to everybody.
okay, give me a sec. And boom, we're gonna switch over to Star Citizen specs.
Yeah.
And I need to pull up the link. Oh, this website. Oh, jeez. I'm not huge on this website.
It's okay.
Alright, now, if I were to zoom in, okay. It will let me.
So,
Jeez.
it is slightly higher than the Division, as I've said, but it's still very demanding game.
Yeah.
The minimum requirements for the processor is pretty much one up from the Division. It's an i5 2500K at 3.3 gigahertz. For Intel and AMD, you need a Phenon 2 X4 940. And for the GPU, you would need at least a GTX 680. But I have a 670 in my 670 Ti is in my computer. It's crazy that I can run it.
You should give me that.
Um, for AMD, it's a Radeon HD 7970, so it's pretty much one up of everything basically. You need at least 8 gigs of RAM. It's recommended you have probably 12 to 16 for sure, or 32, whichever will float your boat. And then of course, also a 64-bit operating system. And
Yeah, all new games coming out now, you basically just use the 64-bit operating system.
yeah. Oh, and a nice big thing I like about Star Citizen as well is they're not going to be just using DirectX 11 anymore. They're going to be going up to DirectX 12.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but crazy.
Wait, do the hard drive space, they want 100 gigabytes?
Yes, they want
Holy shit.
they want 100 bytes of space for you to install Star Citizen.
Oh my god.
It is a huge game. I've already played it for several hours, and I didn't get to nearly everything, even in its alpha state.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
100 gigabytes? Bro, that's like...
That's when it's supposed to be kind of almost done.
That's like 30, 40-ish gigabytes more than GTA
They're-
5
yeah.
right now.
Hundreds of solar systems and places for you to visit throughout the galaxy. So it's going to be very, very expansive and really take a lot of time for you to complete it. They're going to be doing an ongoing thing as well, so they're going to be constantly adding systems for you to go to.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going to get it to be an even bigger download requirement.
Yeah,
And,
it's gonna just increase in size as time goes on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Star Citizen, guys should definitely check it out. I've played it. I love it. It's in alpha for right now, but in that state, it's still really good. Servers are always full, or they're always still kind of working on them. So you got to get lucky. It's not like a too big of a problem. It just depends on your internet connection and how fast your hard drives run. So loading times are a little bit faster. So it helps with that. Back to Dark Souls 3 now.
Oh, shit. Yeah, give me a sec.
Back to them pictures.
Yeah, let me put up the pictures really quick, because I got off of that.
Really want to talk about this. So, the one with the throne and the small little guy sitting on there with the crown, that's a new boss that they've added.
Oh, with the big throne with the small guy in the crown.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to fight a tiny
The
king.
throne.
Yeah.
The chair.
We're gonna have to fight a tiny king. Too awesome.
Imagine the armrest just separate and it's just a tall stone thing that starts slapping you around. Oh god.
Yeah, that comes out the back.
Oh jeez.
He's just sitting there looking at you get slapped around by his armchair.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that fine detail. Look at that fine detail.
Really good. Yeah.
I can't wait for Dark Souls 3. I know for a fact I can't run it, but I love Dark Souls. I need to beat that.
Definitely need to be a pro. I will help you. We need to start. Okay. So if possible, we're going to.
Wait. Before you go. Oh, I went. Okay, on that. The link of the Dark Souls 3 pictures, if you scroll down, some guy's like Tiny King or Giant
yeah.
Chair.
Yep.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. That got me. Alright, go on.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm going to see if I can record the original Dark Souls so that here sometime next go and we can play it for you guys and show it off so that we can go through Dark Souls and then Dark Souls 2 and then Dark Souls 3. I want to do it in that order and we'll see if we can record it. I know I can play Dark Souls 2, so I'm going to see if I can record Dark Souls 1.
I probably can as well. I just haven't bothered to try, which I will. And that will be like an hour long, like once a week sort of thing.
Yeah, I just don't like that the original Dark Souls is capped at 30 FPS.
Yeah, that sucks.
It makes it really kind of bad that way. But I mean, it's still a really great game. I love the game regardless. But I tried the SFix patch that the modder guy made. I forgot his name, but it worked. It worked okay. It just made my game crash a lot.
Yeah.
But it unlocked 30 FPS, and I enjoyed that for a time. It's just I haven't played it on the computer yet, and I should probably try it out soon, and then tell you guys how that went. The minimum specs for Dark Souls 3 is going to be also 64-bit operating systems for Windows 7, Windows 8, or Windows 10.
You just mention the minimum specs,
Yeah.
so people know exactly the range.
The processor you'll need is a AMD A8, so it's going to be APU. The minimum APU is going to be a 3870 at 3.6 gigahertz, or an Intel Core i3 2100 at 3.1 gigahertz. You'll need at least 8 gigabytes of RAM and a GTX 465. So I mean, you can run it with a pretty low budget computer with no problem, but it'd be better. That's just the minimum specs, so it's not going to be the best of quality and all that. But the other graphics card for AMD is going to be an ATI Radeon HD 6870. You're going to need DirectX 11. You're going to need 50 gigabytes of storage. So hey, the average is still right around 40 and 50 and 60, all that. But Star Citizen's going up to 100 because that's just a ginormous game.
Yeah.
Alright. That's about it for the recommended minimum specs for that. It's better to have something way better than that because then you'll get to actually enjoy the game and see everything the way it should be displayed and all that.
Yeah. And recently announced stuff. I'm pretty sure Titanfall 2 was already announced, and
Yes, Titanfall 2 was announced, and I think it's supposed to come out. When was it? I think it was April of this year. Titanfall 2. April 2017. My mistake. It's next year, April.
and I'm kind of excited because the Titanfall, not the first. I can't see the first one because the second one's not even out yet.
Yeah.
Titanfall is a really fun multiplayer game.
It is. I enjoyed it, even though I played it for like maybe a day or two.
Yeah, but even that amount of time, it's still a really fun game. I paid for it after playing it for a bit, as what you did with the Origin time thing.
Yeah, I need to buy it.
I think it's like $20.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale again though. You always buy games on sale. Always.
Depends.
Always.
Depends on the game. If it's a new game and you know it's good,
Yeah.
why?
Unless it's a brand new game you pre-ordered. Like I the only game that I really pre-ordered myself that I played right away was Battlefield 4, and that was really good.
Yeah, Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
Battlefield 4 was a huge problem at launch, but now it's a lot better.
Yeah.
And the whole like you're small guy on Titanfall and this big mech thing was also really cool.
Gundam.
And the parkour system, even it's not like a very intense, in-depth one. It's still fun to jetpack
Oh,
around, climb up and stuff.
oh my God! I just remembered something. New Gundam games.
I still just want Gundam Warriors.
No, they announced new Gundam games for the PS4 just a few days ago. What? Ori and the Blind Forest. Yes. What?
And okay, was there any other games you want to talk about?
Well, my girlfriend is playing Ori and the Blind Forest, a new game that came out, new indie style side-scrolling game.
I love it so much.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yes, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Okay.
So, you're basically a little light that
You don't understand the story. You can't do this.
I can talk about it.
All right, I'll pull up. I'll pull up exactly what like the
You're
Steam
like a
says
little
about it.
light animal that came off the tree of the.
Don't give away the story. Leave it alone.
I'm not gonna go into too depth of. I will be-
I'll
but
just
it's
look up
so-
the. You know how Steam has the little description of it.
Yeah,
I'll just say that. I'll read it right now.
it's a really sad story. I'll say that.
Okay, it's overwhelmingly positive on Steam,
Oh yeah. Oh,
and it's $20.
yeah.
You can buy the soundtrack for $10, 11-ish, 10, 30-ish,
Soundtrack's
$10
pretty good, too.
and 30 cents.
I listened to it on Spotify. It was nice.
Okay, so what it says here is Ori and the Blind Forest tells the tale of a young orphan destined for heroics through a visually stunning action platformer crafted by Moon Studios for PC.
Yep.
That's all it's gonna say. Oh, there's a about this game. I didn't even read that. I could read that. All right, I'll read that.
I can say
Actually,
it's really sad, but it's really good from what I've seen so far.
yeah, I'll read about the about game. It's a short, a better description than what I just read. All right, the forest of Nibble.
I think it's
Yeah.
Nibel.
Okay. Nibel is dying after a powerful storm sets a series of devastating events in motion. An unlikely hero must journey to find his courage and confront a dark nemesis to save his home. Ori and the Blind Forest tells the tale of a young orphan destined for heroics. We already read that. Featuring hand-painted artwork, meticulously animated character performance, and a fully orchestrated score. Ori and the Blind Forest explores a deeply emotional story about love and sacrifice and the hope that exists in us all. And has an 88 on Metacritic.
Yeah. It's really good, I assure you.
Oh, this review. Bought it on sale, refunded it, waited until sale ended, bought it for full price. Nice. Alright.
Also about the Generation Gaming Show, guys. We're sorry it's Sunday. We wanted it to be every Friday, but schedules have been kind of for everybody. So
We're gonna have to make it to be every Thursday now.
yeah, pretty much. It's been in like we wanted to do it Friday. We were attempting to do it, but Sunshine Mexico became busy, and I didn't know what was going on, so we canceled it and said we'll try and do it Sunday when he gets back.
And now we just planned it out, and that it's gonna be every Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna do it a day prior, so if that's okay, or if you guys prefer another day, let us know. We'll see.
Just comment down in the comments down below, because this is gonna be on YouTube.
Yep.
They can watch the VOD.
Yep.
And
And we will try to do it every week for you guys. With any news coming out, we'll assure you that it will get to you.
we'll try our best. We're not gonna say we're gonna do it for sure, but we'll try our best.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're gonna switch to games we have been playing. Do you wanna go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
You go first, because I actually went first last time. You go first.
Alright. Well, I just got Fallout 4, everybody, and I'm really happy and excited about that. I've been playing it every single day. I've already put in I got it just a few days ago, but I've already put in almost 30 hours. Um, I think one day, yeah,
Your
I
girlfriend
played
already sounds annoyed.
12 hours straight, maybe 14. I don't remember what it was, but the, like I've seen a lot of bad reviews for the game already. I looked up a bunch of stuff, and I've already done a lot of the settlement building, and I've tried experimenting and doing all I can to make it like the best settlement that I enjoy to have. But there's a lot of problems I've noticed that, especially with gaps in walls. There's lots of crashing still going on. The load times are excessively long. And the really big thing that I enjoyed about the original Fallouts and Fallout 3 especially was the RPG style of the game. Now
And
that Fallout 4 is around, everybody's saying that, and I agree, that the story is kind of bland and it's just very stuck to that. You cannot, it's not, it doesn't have a true role playing strategy style as feeling to it. I mean, it's you're just kind of forced to do these things instead of doing your own thing. Sure, you can do your own thing in some points, but no matter what, you're always stuck having to do these few things.
yeah, as I said, I told you this before on a Skype conversation. My biggest problem with Fallout 4 is that there's so much to see,
Oh yeah,
not a
there's a
whole
lot.
lot to
It's
do.
really big. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what the moderators or not moderators, the modders. Now I guess Bethesda was thinking that the modders would take care of everything, is what it seems.
yeah, which you can't say that really about New Vegas because that was Obsidian and they were
Yeah,
under time constraints and they actually feared that they were going to deal with the bugs they dealt with on the older Fallout's,
yeah,
and it ended up happening, and they worked with the modding community to fix that. Fallout
yeah,
3, I don't have as much time on that than I did with Fallout New Vegas because Fallout New Vegas was my first Fallout game.
yeah.
But the thing with Fallout 4 is that yeah, the story's only okay. It could be so much better, but it's only okay. And the RPG elements, there's not, there's none there really.
Yeah, don't
As
get me
in,
wrong, it's still a really good game and it's still really fun to explore and go around and do whatever you want. But when it comes to the story and the quest, there's not very much to do there.
yeah, the
Like there,
gunplay, the gunplay is amazing. I love the way the game feels when it comes to shooting up everything. And I hear people say it feels like Destiny.
eh,
I have no idea if it does. I've never played Destiny.
no, I would not relate Fallout 4 to Destiny. Destiny is its own kind of thing. It's not even really an RPG either, but since you're stuck on doing these set things as well. But it's kind of heading towards MMO since it came out, but it's at the same time not an MMO. It's more of a just a multiplayer kind of new Halo slash Call of Duty because
Borderlands.
Activision kind of had their own thing. Yeah, Borderlands too. It's kind of a Borderlands, Halo, and Call of Duty mashed up together to create Destiny. That's about it.
Yeah, I love to
It's
call
really good though.
Destiny Borderlands 3.
I've had hundreds of hours into Destiny. It's got a really good story, but I've read up on the past information about it and what Bungie was going to do, and the financial issue with the sound maker, or what was his name, Donald.
I think I remember hearing about this.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I gotta look him up real quick for you guys. I don't remember his name,
yeah.
but when they were making it originally, the sound manager, God, I gotta remember what that is, basically didn't like what was going on, and they didn't like what was going on with him, so they decided to fire him, and he sued, and they lost, so he got money, and they scrapped the story, and they threw in a kind of bunched up, kind of
Scrambled
weird
mess.
story. Yeah, the story is all mixed up. It was supposed to be completely different at some point, but I mean, it's still not bad. The expansions they could have been created in a more ongoing way, but they work together. But it's just very short
Mm,
as
yeah.
well.
But going back to Fallout 4, with the whole RPG things being like how it feels less of an RPG and now it's just a shooter, I get that feeling as well. Like now, I don't know if you knew about this, but Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas' shooting was a
Yeah.
dice roll.
Oh yeah.
Was it the roll of dice? Okay, you miss, or okay, you hit,
It's like D&D.
basically. And Fallout 4 doesn't have that, which is actually nice. I really do not like the dice roll thing because now it's like it feels more like a shooter. But the RPG wise, you don't have a whole lot of options to do because you just follow these stories and that's it. And like you choose one faction, you're stuck with that faction. I'm stuck with the Institute.
Yeah.
People have been stuck with the Brotherhood. People are stuck with the Railroad. It's like and
I want to see how the modders are going to do with that, though. See how well they can add stuff to that.
yeah, and New Vegas had a bunch of options. There's Yes Man. There's taking over New Vegas for yourself. There's taking it over with Yes Man. There's the NCR. There's Caesar's Legion.
Yeah.
And that's just 4. I think there's more. I'm not sure though. Then there's the DLC that came out, but that since Fallout 4 doesn't have any DLC out, throw that out the window. Throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
But a lot of the unique things that made 3 in New Vegas unique, or I feel like the perks list would have been great to still keep. And yes, these still have perks, but it's all based on the special. And when I heard that's how they were gonna do it, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate how they did that because I feel less. I don't feel special.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
Oh yeah. No, I understand. They should have went with the original way with how Fallout 3 was going.
Yeah.
The Destiny composer, I had to remember that. I'm sorry, guys. Also, Halo composer, Marty O'Donnell. He settled a lawsuit with Bungie after he was fired, pretty much because they didn't think they needed him anymore, and so that basically scrapped their whole story, and they had to rewrite it because the music was all under Marty O'Donnell. So he sued them and won. They had to scrap it. They made it really crappy. It wasn't really crappy, but it's still a really good game. It just changed a lot of things that a lot of players really wanted originally, that they were going to get, but ended up not getting because of what happened.
Yeah, I still wish Destiny was going to come out for PC. Because I'd buy that
Thought
day
about
one.
You know, they thought about it, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I remember hearing that they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to spread thin the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I'm fine with, I understand it, but...
Yeah.
Also, before I get into my thing, did you know that there's actually Halo 3-esque, by Bungie, no, 343 I think, a Halo 3 thing. I guess you could say Halo 3. I hear it plays like Halo 3 and it looks like Halo 3, but for PC, that Russians only have.
Oh, the Russians, I think, were doing their own kind of modded version of it.
No, I don't think it was that. I think it was like an official thing, and they only gave it out to Russia. I'm not entirely sure if it was if it's actual 343 that did that. Because
No,
after a while, I stopped hearing about it, so I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think it's legit.
Then people were able to make it English, and English people can play. I played it. It's kind of fun, but I need a new graphics card. The game looks like shit on my graphics card. And that's it. It's just you join a server, you kill, and that's it.
Yeah.
And yeah, me and Anthony have been playing lots of Halo 4. I've recently found a Magnum that every time I shoot, and the bullet on impact explodes. Yeah. Okay. So the game I'm going to talk about, the game that I downloaded, called Ether 1, and that game, you're some guy, you are like I think what would that word be? Think of like Shell from Portal. Like a test subject, I guess.
Okay.
And you go and you talking to this girl called Phyllis that works in the lab that works with memories and the brain. and you're going into someone's memories to clear out the plaque. That's how they say it, the plaque that's in there that's not good.
Yeah.
And the game is about dementia. You know how people just kind of slowly
Lose their memories and
lose their memories and minds because of dementia.
Yep.
And that game, I played it a while ago, but it was on early access, and I haven't played it until only recently. So it's a walking simulator, but it's also like a puzzle game. You like, if you find certain items, you place them where they go. Oh, this doesn't work. Okay, go do something else. Oh, it works now. Awesome, you figured it out. Here's the thing. And
Yeah.
what you're trying to do is go through each place within the girl's memories you're in to remove parts of dementia that's there, and you slowly learn like the story, and like it gets crazier and crazier, and it's like, oh wow, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Again, just like Presentable Liberty, kind of fucked up. But I find it to be really interesting because I don't hear about dementia a lot.
Yeah.
I hear that it happens. I know it happens.
Yeah.
and just that. And throughout the story, you kind of hear the character that you're in the memories in to be calm, and like slowly like you hear her talk about her favorite things. And as you're going through this, Phyllis talks to you about like, oh, we just learned that this thing happened. I'm not going to spoil anything. Oh, that this thing happened within our life, or that the dementia plaque thing is actually really close to you. You got to figure out how to get there. And at some point, once you figure out, or once you get ribbons, which is basically like a small portion of your memory, you move on to a next area. And every time I think this is the right game when this happens, I could be completely wrong because I feel like it fit in and it's been a while. Every time you go to a new area, you go through like a whole thing where you take pictures. I feel like this is wrong now.
I've heard of it. I think I know what you're talking about.
I feel like I'm wrong now. I mean, look it up on Steam. Or like you walk around like a small house and
Is it that one where you're this blind girl that's going through the house using like some sonar capability?
no.
Okay.
No. I think I might be wrong now on that part in particular. But let me read about this. Wow, this is not much about this game. Okay. Let me read the about this game. Okay, Ether 1 is a first-person adventure that deals with the fragility of the human mind. There are two paths in the world you can choose from. At its core, it's a story exploration path, free from puzzles, where you can unfold the story at your own pace. There is also a deeper, more adventurous path in which you can complete complex puzzles to restore life-changing events of the patient's history in order to help the validation of their life. Parallel paths make Ether 1 accessible to a range of skilled players. Invite your it's just like, hey, invite your friends to do all these things. What? Features first person, open narrative exploration in the town of Pinwheel. Optional puzzle solving, which is actually interesting. That you don't have to do any of the puzzles. You really don't. Accessible gameplay with controller, which is cool. Challenging pen and paper puzzle designs. You can decrypt at your own pace, which I did have to use like a pen and paper to just figure out some shit. Which is like, okay.
Yeah.
I think I was wrong on that. That might have been another game, but that was a while ago. Let me see. Audio, don't play any audio. See if any of these clips here exactly show what I'm thinking about. Ah, it is. Okay, this is the game that I'm talking about. So you walk
What
around
is it?
like Ether 1. It was that game you're talking about where you take the pictures of its house. And every time you take a picture, things flash in front of you. Like they're there, but they're not there. And you take pictures of them more and they reappear and you get like a memory happen. One of them was a birthday. One of them was, I think, a fight between parents and stuff. And you're like, wow, this is literally their life.
Yeah.
The reviews are mostly positive. When I played it, I found it to be very interesting. And the puzzles, a lot of the puzzles were like, what the fuck do I do? Like, how the fuck do I figure this out? Like, I'd walk around for 30 minutes not knowing exactly what to do in a puzzle, trying to find out exactly what I need to do. But I found the game to be calming. The sounds are calming because it's a very nature-ish sound. I don't think they play any music from I can remember because it's been a week since I played it. And when they do, it really fits in to what's going on at the moment, at the time. It's just great.
Yeah.
I enjoy the story in that game. Yeah. Oh, Fractured Space is free for the weekend.
Oh yeah, Fractured Space.
Yeah.
I have an extra copy if anybody would like to enter for a possible contest for that, or I can trade it off on Steam if you're willing.
Um,
It is a Harbinger pack, so it was a part of the bundle that was like I think $40.
yeah. Let's talk about Fractured Space for a bit and our experiences playing that.
Yeah.
What do you think of the game right now?
It's still in its early access, so even at that point, it's like Star Citizen where they're still developing it, and it's still really good though. That's the thing with Fractured Space. It's a really good 5-on-5 kind of like League, Dota, and Smite styled game, except you're in a spaceship, and it's really fun. It really is. I've had fun changing up things on my ships, upgrading and stuff like that. It's really something to get into if you really like those 5-on-5 styled and MOBAs. It's kind of like in MOBA, but it's not really a up-down view styled. It's more
Yeah, you're like you're in 3D space. Think of underwater.
yeah. It's a 3D realm.
And I found the game when we played it was actually kind of fun. Even though we played it very late and we had to wait like 10 minutes to get into a match, it was still fun.
Yeah. We lost, but hey.
No, it was still fun. Yeah. The mechanics to it are pretty cool. It is still early access. I can't wait to see when it comes out. See how good it is at that time.
Yeah, they just changed the emblem and introduction video kind of stuff right just recently actually, so it looks a little bit different.
And I'm gonna guess you've only been playing Fallout 4.
Pretty much, yeah. That's been my only thing for the last week, almost week.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about an MMO.
Alright.
I already talked about Blade and Soul and how every character from the two characters I've made, they go down to the same story. It's cool. The gameplay's fun, but I feel like they could do something to make it feel a little more WoW-like, as in every character and race or class you choose, you're not in this. You don't start in the same area. You start somewhere else. But the game's still. I find the game fun. I'm just not playing it right now. I'm gonna wait until it fixes. But I'm gonna talk about Arcade. And me recently getting into that again. And God, that game has so much. It's not a bad game, but the UI can get kind of clutterish. Like some things you can customize on the UI, but not a whole. And looking for my charger. Sorry if you hear things in the background. The UI is kind of clutterish. You can just change the UI size, but that doesn't really help because you still need to be able to read certain things on the UI. But there's a lot to do in that game. There's a lot of combination for classes. And I think I mentioned this in a Skype call with you, Anthony, as in you can choose 3 classes and you just get a name for it.
Yeah, you said something about it.
Yeah, like how you can do like a music sort of class and combine it with a mage class and a warrior melee class, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is really weird. But it sounds like it makes sense with the game.
You got quiet.
Yeah, it makes sense with the games. What it seems like, but it is really weird that how they do that. It's gonna be different for sure.
Yeah, and Arcade has been out for quite a while. When I first read about it, it's like, oh, this is now you gotta pay to play. Damn, but now it's just free. You're on Steam. You can actually just look it up and you'll find the launcher. You can download it. I think it's the Glyph launcher, and you can play it. There's like a whole player economy, but now that it's free, there's things you spend money for, and just that it's it becomes kind of pay to win. But I don't do PvP in MMOs because I'm not good at that. So I really wouldn't know how the PvP is in that game. The combat, the combat is kind of. I'm gonna go straight to WoW because that's actually one of the first MMOs I played besides RuneScape. And how you press number, you do the attack. Okay, you press it again, the attack. But with Arcager's combo attacks, it lets you repeat like a fireball attack a few more times quicker than normal, and that's fun. The whole combination of classes is really interesting. I don't understand why they did it that way. Like music class, mage, and then I can raise zombies. That's like, what would that be called? I have no idea what that would be called. I need to do that now. I need to make a character and just select that sort of play style. And that's really just the game. The game has just been entertaining for the a little bit of time I'm playing recently. I feel like I played it Thursday. And you have anything else?
No, I think that's about it for today, guys.
Well, this is literally just an hour long thing. We usually go 2 hours. I was wondering if you had anything else to talk about.
I think that's about it for today.
Yeah, I've been kind of busy throughout the week, so you haven't played. Well, we have been playing CS:GO, and that's been going well. But that's just the same thing over and over again, though.
Yeah, you guys should check it out. We're streaming that and recording it, putting it on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out our streams and recordings for CS:GO, go ahead and check it out at the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Anyone watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. Sorry that this is a little bit short. It's just one of our friends was going to be able to get on, but he said he won't be able to. So we kind of had to shorten it down for an hour. And before
I think we should make it an hour long, actually. 2 hours seems like a little long.
Alright. Depending an hour or an hour 30 minutes. But before we continue, games coming out this week. Let's see what games are gonna come out literally within the week. I'll list them off. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Is this Monday, January 5th to 26th? Okay. Wow, that's quite a few. Whew, jeez.
We got Cobalt, Not a Hero, Crypt of the Necrodancer, Naruto, new Naruto game, and XCOM 2. And
that's coming out?
Yeah, XCOM 2 will be coming out on February 5th.
I can't wait for that.
And the new Dying Light expansion, Enhanced Edition, February 9th. So there's that.
Yeah. Alright, what? Really? What?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay, this is for 2016. Okay, I just found the thing. I'll read it off for this week. Tales of Symphonia, which I'm pretty sure that already came out. Why is it released for America for PC? If you have a GameCube, unlock RPGs, you definitely need to check Tales. If you have a game, what? Makes no sense. Okay, Sydney's World. Don't know what that is. I'll middle mouse that. Spellweaver, fast-paced fantasy-themed online digital trading card game. Nothing. What the heck is Sydney's World? All I see is like a cat girl, or like a girl with like cat ears, and that's it. Tales of Symphonia, first released 2004. Is this coming out for? Is this just coming out for PC just cause it can? Okay. Avion 4, Shadows of the Mists, Feesh, 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 Time of Dragons, Cat Simulator. Okay. Yeah, Cobalt coming out the 2nd. All the games I'm listing off now are coming out the 2nd. Not a Hero. That sounds familiar. Digimon Story Saber Sleuth. Okay. Mega Dimension Neptunia VII. I don't know what number that is. Gravity Rush Remastered. Nitro Plus Blasters.
God damn it, I can't believe they're bringing back Digimon.
Oh, the new Digimon. I can't wait for that, actually. Yeah. Because I used to kind of watch Digimon, but never really watched it like an addict. Nitro Blasters Plus, Heroines, Infinite Duel, Blitzbreaker, Crypto the Necrodancer for Vita and PS4 because it's already out for PC. So this is gonna be for Vita and PS4. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Awakening for PS4. Kalunda for PC. Chartbook 05 Complete Edition, Complete Collection, PC. Sor. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking spell this out. Sorcery for PC. Dre. Drei for PC. It's Spring Again for PC. Path to the Sky, PC. Super Bomb Rush, PC. Amazing Discoveries in Outer Space, PC. Oh no, PS4. My bad. Ooh. Okay, how many? Alright, okay, that's not a whole lot left. We're good. I'm not gonna be here for hours. American Truck Simulator Starter Pack California. Fuck yeah, I'm fucking torrenting that, then buying it later. For PC, I love truck simulators. I should change the topic to games coming out. Lol. Yeah. Nope, spelled that. And it should appear on screen now. Wait, oh. Okay. Fortified for PS4 and the Xbox One. Hubert's Island Adventure, Mouse of War for PC. Gravity Rush Remastered didn't. Okay, that's for PS4. I don't know why it's saying that again. Hieroglyphica for PC. Astral Breakers for PC. Peg Solitaire, the Wii U. Ooh. Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders, PC. That's like something from the ABC Murders. Who killed the alphabet? Freeze Me for Wii U. I'm guessing that's a kid's game. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. I never. I don't play fighting games like that usually besides Smash Bros. Even though it's just never mind. XCOM 2 for PC. I can't wait. Hello, Turtle OS X. We're actually ending this off. I'm talking about games that are coming out this week. Digimon Story. Okay, why is it mentioning it now? Again. Oh, I think this is for. Oh, this is for. Shit. UK? No.
Should be US as well.
I think I already mentioned US, but I think this is mentioning when it's coming out for the PAL region.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's PAL. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Vita and PS4 over there for PAL. The Legend of Legacy. Oh.
What?
Legend of Legacy. Okay. Nice.
Right then.
That's for PAL and I think Australia. Yeah.
All right.
For 3, I'm not done. There's still a few more games. Yeah. Okay.
XCOM 2. Yep.
That's for the 3DS. This War of Mine, the little ones. I think you play as kids in this one. For Australia, I don't know if this is Australia's thing. For PS4 and Xbox One, Take the Dream, IX, PC in the US. Agatha Christie, PAL, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Zumbinis for PAL for PC. That's a kids game coming out for I'm pretty sure that's PAL. I could be completely wrong on that. I'm pretty sure Nintendo calls it PAL. PAL. Could be wrong.
Who knows?
I don't know why I'm trying to look this up. First released August 6th, 2015. Nice. I'm just going to name off the games when they're coming out for what systems. Gravity Rush Remastered, PS4. Red Comrades, Save the Galaxy Reloaded for PC. Crinkle Crusher for Xbox One. I think that's a kid's game again. And last thing, which I think is a DLC. Yeah, it's a DLC. Dying Light, The Following. Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Yep.
And that's it for this week. Alright, yeah.
Well, it was fun, guys. We will be on next week on Thursday. We're gonna try and make it every week then at Thursday. So we will let you know what's going on. If you guys would prefer something else, we will see what we can do. Leave it in the comments or in the chat, whatever you like.
Yes, and we occasionally stream CS:GO competitive. Come watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We
Yeah,
also put
we-
it up on our YouTube, so
Yeah,
whatever
we,
you guys feel like doing.
yeah, we have fun streaming that.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks for coming, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.
All right, this was Virus Unpacto.
This is Sunshine Mexico.
We will see you later.
Adios.